The next chapter in the flight school manual is the market versus marketing. As we talked about the market previously, it can take different forms, but basically the market is the place of exchange. However, marketing is the study of the relationships of exchange. So with these two components, you have both of your legs. You're able to you have a place, or you have an item, you have a platform, and then you have the call to action. What you're directing people to, or uh, how do you expose, this particular platform or this particular market. So this relationship is very important with search and rescue, because coming out the house, or coming out of, coming from your starting point, or from your base, from base camp, starting at your foundation, you when you're going out and you're looking for stuff, you have to be able to, you have to have purpose, and you have to have a call to action. You just can't call just to be calling, and you can't just, go out here and, spend money and waste money and, buy a bunch of things, hoard a bunch of things. The idea is not to hoard. So that means the things that you're getting has to be pretty much currency at the end of the day. So the currency needs a market, and you need exchange. You need mediums of exchange. So your marketing creates that traffic. It creates that flow, that energy, and it tells them what to bring to the platform, so that we're marketing to the market, and the market supplies and the services, the needs of those relationships. It's a place for those relationships to satisfy their needs. So it's very important that you understand that, that principle, because necessity is the mother of invention. So now you want to develop product, you want to develop, concepts, ideas, graphics, you want to buy, you want to source. Ultimately, you're satisfying a need, either for yourself or others. So marketing has to be present in the intent. Marketing has to be present in the items itself. Marketing is how you describe the item, the details of the item, the information, the facts, the specs. All of this plays a part in marketing, because the more that people know, the more that they're going to understand what to do with that knowledge. What's the call to action? So you're almost educating people in order to give them the instruction on how to support and do business, or you're educating a relationship of exchange. You're taking this relationship, and you want an exchange to take place. So how smoothly is that relationship? Are those relationships satisfying each other? Are you removing are you removing any obstacles that can cause discord, or not allow people to find each other, not to be connected? So marketing keeps the buyer connected with the seller, and you're calling to a market, a platform. Now again, that platform doesn't have to be physical real estate. That platform can be an item. That platform can be a personality. That platform can be, a theory or a thought process. So, being able to understand these key nuances, you go into your marketing with some direction. And naturally, with direction, you have the ability to lead the way. And leading the way is guiding people to the market. They talk about influencers. They talk about, endorsing, and all of these different things are signs and ways for people to be pointed to and directed to, you know, the market. So studying that, you know, researching, looking at, history, our sourcing process, the vintage, the antiques, like all of these different things. It gives you keen insight on one important thing: what people wanted. And usually history repeats itself. So what people wanted at one time, in some way, form, or fashion, they'll want it again. That will repeat. That there will be a need for that. So that gives you a lead on what to do. So um, and then seeing what's happening current and knowing what's going on current, knowing what's going on with your competition or competing markets or the people you want to do business with. What makes them, what are key words for them, what are key items for them, what attracts them, and being able to meet people where they're at. That takes knowledge, that takes insight. So you're paying attention to both sides of the spectrum. You're looking behind you, to see what people have already committed to understand what they will commit to in the future, or what they'll be willing to commit to in the future, or what's not being offered anymore. Like, how do you supply that? How do you fill that void? So marketing, is very deep, and it goes into, there's a lot of levels to it, and people have their philosophy and they have their, curriculums and things around marketing. And this is not a marketing, class, but Search and Rescue has to understand marketing, because it is the market. It is a market. So how it communicates and how it develops, and how it works, alongside and, in conjunction with other markets, is what brings strength to us as a market. So, you have to be able to, extract and produce, and supply.